For those who are listening to no sound, we're getting ourselves on Facebook Live here right now, so there'll be a little bit of a pause.
Hi guys, this is Jane Johnson and Bill Brady. Can you hear me, Bill?
Yes, I can, and you are recording, and you're also on Facebook Live.
Yeah, it's not coming up recording for me, but
I can see it.
we want to talk today about 3 new courses, online courses that we're beginning to offer. And what is the difference and which one applies to you? Can be a little confusing. You can always message us as well, particularly if you're thinking of the accelerator leadership. It would be good to have a bit of a chat before you sign up and build relationship, and just on Messenger, and just share a bit of your experience so we can check if you're on the right one. So we've started off, the normal accelerator is up and running, and it's really for anyone who is looking to grow as a son, no matter what your background, your level of experience, you can come to that one. So there's no issue really with that one. And in fact, anyone who's considering the leadership ones, we would ask that you do the basic one to make sure you've got some background, and you go through maybe our books, or a couple of books, or some more pages, just if you're new to us, to get familiar with a lot of stuff that we've been talking about for years. Anything else you want to say on the basic course, Bill?
Yeah, it's a good program. I'm convinced it's a good program. And it will give you having Rome's experience if you don't have some already, though it especially concentrates on the age of Melchizedek. So there's recordings in there about kingship and legislation and oracle and sonship, amongst others. And there will be, we currently have a first, lack of a better term, semester in process with quite a few people in it. And we have just about finished up preparing a second semester. So about 9 in the first session, 9 sessions, one session per week. We send it to you by email, and you can do it at your own pace during that week. There's videos to listen to, and also pages to read. Not too many, but it'll be a good introduction for you to what we talk about here in One United Body.
Yes, it is free at the moment. That may change, so I'm getting quickly. It is self-paced, so no time pressure. And we put some feedback on that one, haven't we? Or no, we haven't. There's no feedback on that one. We do recommend you do practical exercises though, and contact us if you're struggling with any encounters following them.
There are activations involved with the first semester also that will bring you into experiencing this.
That's right. Yes. Yeah. It is fairly brief, I would say. You can do it very quickly. It's not onerous. And some people could probably do the whole thing one a week. So don't feel daunted by it. Even if you've been with us on our Telegram chats for a long time, there may be things you've missed, and it would be good to make sure that you are familiar with some of these things we feel are important, and everything needs recapping. So it's always a good opportunity. Now what's confusing is on the pop-up we have a leadership accelerator, and we're currently developing another leadership module which we haven't asked for sign-ups yet. So on the leadership accelerator, we're seeking those who have experience in Heavenly Realms for maybe, let's say, a minimum of 2 years, and who have some knowledge of prophecy or being an apostle. You don't have to have had extensive theological training on it, but because we will go over some key points that we feel are important, but that you know that that's your calling, and you may either have been practicing in those areas or you feel the calling. Can be either, so you don't actually have to have practiced, but you're looking to apply it more in the age of Melchizedek and above, and you want to move and see the difference between apostle and high priest and prophet and oracle. And so it's not staying in, it's not doing the traditional teaching of the church wineskin around those. So there will be some different elements. And particularly with the prophetic, we want to move people away from just operating in the gift and you don't know how it works, to actually knowing how you function as a son in that gifting. Anything else you want to add, Bill?
No, I do. Well, I should add that as I was thinking about how to summarize it, I see it as like a buffet or smorgasbord. It's a little this and a little that, and it'll give you a lot of variety. And it is from existing things that we've done, recordings and pages that we feel are essential. One of the things is that people feel inadequate unless they feel like they have whatever it is that is considered to be the basics. And you'll get a lot of that by being part of this program, by the Leadership Accelerator.
Yes. Now, Bill's developing another one for people who either haven't had the Heavenly Realms experience or feel very shaky on the theology of anything to do with this, but sense a calling. Or maybe just, exploring the calling. It may not be definite, and but you want to understand particularly the kingdom age versus the age of Melchizedek and the differences. Bill, please say more.
Yeah, what I've done is I've taken a look at leadership from beginning to end. Of course, I don't see the end completely exactly yet, but I see where the beginning is, which is service and functioning, serving others. And so I've started at the beginning, and I'm giving you an understanding of what is your foundation for leadership. I'm starting with what kind of character traits do you need to develop in your life to function in leadership. And then, as Jane said, you may already have a calling to evangelist, shepherd, teacher, especially prophet, and especially apostle, or you may not, and you may actually get called while you're doing this, or you may already have a calling and you've already started functioning in it, but you never really got a good foundation. I see basic leadership skills, which are sowing the word into other people, gathering people in after you sow, teaching people, hearing what God says, and seeing visions that God speaks to you through visions, and then you speak what you see and hear. So I'm talking about prophet there. And then I've also done a lot of work on calling, then preparation of your character, which is done something that happens during your entire life. And when you listen to some of these recordings, you're going to say, "Oh, that's why my life's been like this. This is why I've suffered so much. This is why life has been so difficult for me. It was part of my preparation." And then I've gone on to explain the nature of training. So I'm starting from the beginning and going to the end. The leadership skills that you learn in the Kingdom Age, I know, are skills that you function in for quite a long time after that, much higher levels later on, but there's still basic skills you need to know how to do. And many people have never really had those basic skills explained to them to know how to actually function in them. So what I'll do is I'll start with the servant, and I'll go on to ruling and teaching, and then go on to sowing, gathering, teaching, prophesying, functioning apostolically. And I'll explain the difference between one who is trained to do these things and one who's actually called to do these things, and also is now going to function in training other people to do these things. There's two different levels, and everybody's going to function in all these skills, but not everybody's going to train other people in these skills. And then I will go past that to kingship and priesthood and sonship. We'll get through the whole thing. And at some point, you're going to leave behind some of the things that you have been doing in the Kingdom Age, but some of them will continue on. And I've seen actually that apostle lays the foundation of kingship for people, and I'll explain that to you. That's something that most people are, even if you have had apostolic training as an apostle, you've probably never been taught how to lay a foundation in somebody's life of kingship. And I've seen how to do that. And then eventually, like I said, I'm the Son of God, Son of Man, and then up to some of the things that James was talking about, like functioning as a high priest. This is quite a long journey from beginning to end. And so I can see this training going on. I'll be adding to it over time for probably quite a long time. What I'm doing right now is I'm doing a couple of maybe 5 recordings a day in some cases, but it's prophetic teaching and prophetic proclamation of truth, of new truth. I'm not functioning from notes. It's something that God has given me revelation of, and some of it before I start speaking, and in many cases, the rest of the revelation comes when I start speaking, which is a unique experience and actually quite fun. I'm really enjoying this.
Yes, so just to stress again that the accelerator leadership is really to show you some different premises that we feel exist now in the age of Melchizedek that differ from the church age function of apostle and prophet. So I think it's really important for anyone to really examine these, even if you're very much entrenched in the church age, just to examine it. You may be quite surprised, and just to lay down any current understanding. That's what we normally do with this whole journey. So shall we leave it there, Bill?
Yes, so we welcome inquiries. We welcome people to sign up. Right now, the Accelerator program has a pop-up on the OUB website, as does the Leadership Accelerator. The Leadership Accelerator does not yet have a date that we're going to start sending out the emails. That's not set yet, but soon. And the actual leadership training program, the one I described, is not yet got a pop-up for sign-up, but that will happen probably in the next week or so. And again, the actual date that will start is not determined, but
maybe, Bill, you could actually just list the agenda in the information sheet for that.
Yeah.
On the website. Yeah.
Well, the other thing is that the pop-up, our EA on the pop-up for the Leadership Accelerator, he put a link in there to more information. So I can probably put that agenda as a link in the pop-up so they can see it when they actually sign up.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And there's some information about costing and everything in there.
Yeah.
So thank you, guys.
That people are out there that are destined to be a part of both of these, all 3 of these training programs. And some of you right now, as you're listening, are saying, oh, that's what I've been looking for. Or your spirit is simply saying, yes, 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 yes. So don't let that go, follow that up.
Yeah, we just call you in right now.
Yep.
Just call you in. Thank you. Bless you guys.